Hello, and welcome back to Girl Talk. Our guest today, you may know her from starring on Disney Channel's Casey Undercover as that no-nonsense, sophisticated tween Judy Cooper, or as her current role, Tamika, who she currently plays on ABC's Mixed Dish.
Yes.
And you're also seen recently on Coop and Cammy.
Yes.
Paying it back to your Disney family again, right? Or you may, have her book, Bold and Blessed.
Which you guys should all have.
Yes. Or you may know her as a global ambassador for Read Across Africa.
Yes.
And I am out of breath because she does so much. And she's only 13 and a half. The one, the only. Trinitee Stokes is with us.
Hi.
Girl.
Yes.
When you told me you were 13 and a half, I'm like, oh my goodness. One, I feel old, very old.
No.
But not only that, but I even felt older when you said that because you're still counting the halves.
That's what everybody says. They're like, you're still counting half. You won't be counting half in a few years.
It's true. You're going to have to come back to me in a few years. But maybe you will. Do you celebrate half birthdays?
I do.
You do?
I do. Like, nobody else does.
No, people do.
I celebrate it for myself. You know, my parents, they're like, no.
Well, when we just talked, you're an only child, so you get to milk it.
Yeah. Well, this year I did. Because it was 13. So this was the big one.
This is when you're supposed to turn into, like, what is it? A trouble child.
Yes, but I have not turned into a trouble child. Okay, I'm not a trouble child.
Well, you still have half a year.
Hey, come on.
There's no way I'm going to see you getting in any sort of trouble. Speaking of trouble, and we're already off the script, so not even going to happen. I want to know, though, what is the worst thing you've ever done that you got in trouble for?
Maybe it was one time that we were out at an event, and I was wearing open-toed shoes, and I always paint my toes. Like, I paint my nails and my toes like every other day.
Okay.
Because I get tired of the color.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling it anymore, so I'm always changing. And this was the one day I forgot to paint my toes, and I hadn't clipped them, so my toes were just like out there, out in the open.
Your unclipped, unpolished toes were in open-toed shoes.
That was a hot mess.
It's a sin, girl.
It's a hot mess.
Sin.
Okay. I did not think I was going to get in as much trouble as I did.
But
let's just say, always keep your toes painted, please.
I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, no, it's not okay.
You have a nice fresh manicure right now, though.
Thank you. I also got in trouble when I cut my hair when I was little.
Oh,
well, it was an accident. I had a headband stuck in my hair, and I was trying to get it out, so I kind of just...
In the front?
It was in the middle. I kind of, snipped around it. And then when I pulled the headband out, so did a big patch of hair. But thankfully, I was in, that younger stage where everything was growing back quickly. So it wasn't that bad.
Okay, so that's it?
That's it.
You cut your hair once and you didn't paint your toenails.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, I believe you.
I mean, come on. I'm a pretty good kid.
You are a good kid. And I was just hoping there was that one story that...
No.
I know. I don't see it coming from you.
No,
you
I
are
don't like trouble.
You exude goodness.
Oh, thank you.
Are you curious about trouble at all?
No.
You stay far from it.
No. Every time I even look in the way of trouble, I'm like, nope, not going to do it. Nope, I'm not going to do it. Not going to get in trouble because it's going to be that one time.
It only takes one time.
I really get in trouble by somebody important like the law. So we're not going to do that.
So are you a rule follower typically then?
Yeah. Well, when it comes to government rules, yes.
You're like, I'm not trying to mess with the popo.
Right. Government rules, totally. But and parent rules, for sure.
Okay.
But like fashion rules, public rules, no. I mean, no.
Okay.
I mean, yesterday I wore a suit that had stripes and polka dots, so...
Oh, okay, but I feel like that's a thing now.
It's a thing now, but some fashion policers might try to say you can't mix patterns, but...
Here we are.
Come on, I can't go to jail.
She didn't go to jail. She's here today.
Yes.
All is good in the world. All right, let's talk a little bit career, because I feel like a lot of your characters that you play... There's some, because I do know you, we've gone back a ways now, I want to say a few years at least, 3 years, let's say.
Yeah, at least.
And there's a similarity between you. You bring some of you into your character. Is that me picking up on the wrong thing, or is that right?
So currently with Tamika, she has these really drastic facial expressions. And that's something that I decided to bring to the character because I think that I have great facial expressions. They're really crazy. They're really sharp. They're really deadly sometimes. So that is what I decided to bring to the character. And for Judy, I just brought it all. I just brought all of me. I decided to just make it as much as me as possible.
Okay, so I want to know. Okay, first let's go facial expressions. Can you just do them on command?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm scared because of like looks could kill. You said some are deadly. I'm just gonna, peel over. Let's see. Okay. Someone cute captures your attention.
Either that or my stellar wink.
Oh, let's see it. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Because I can't wink. Everyone's like,
come on.
like
I taught all my friends how to
I can
wink.
physically do it, but it does not have the effect.
Oh yeah.
The intended effect. It is not executed right. So you kind of do like a double, and then you.
It's like you bat, you look down, you eye your target, and you're just like, yeah. I mean, it can take some work, but we got the idea. You guys, try this at home before you do it, please.
Do not take this out into public for sure.
Ever.
If you're listening to the podcast and you aren't actually watching us on our YouTube channel, you did not see any of that. But I looked really good doing it. Just that's all you really need to know.
It was fabulous.
My phone's actually ringing off the hook right now.
Bring,
People
bring,
calling.
bring,
So many boys, so little time. Just kidding. Okay, how do you do that? Do you are you one of those people that you see things and you remember it? We've talked about this before. You are this old soul, or is it like a look like that you actually sit there in the bathroom and you practice?
Well, it's actually a combination of both. Okay. I love trying different facial expressions because I do have a very expressive face, and a lot of times I find it better not to say anything in the moment. So I'll just give a facial expression. Most time that just does the work for me.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
sometimes I'll like see someone do a facial expression and then I'll combine it with something of my own.
You like put like little Trinity effect on it or whatnot. All right. Well, girl, you, like I said, so busy. And I don't want to skip any of your projects here because I was lucky enough to get my own copy of your book. It's signed.
Yes.
Signed right there.
It's signed. Listen.
And I would like offer it up on like Craigslist and sell it, but I won't because I'm not selfish and I want it myself. I'm just saying it's a signed one. I'd be like, oh, we're giving it away. We're not. I want to keep it. But maybe I can get another copy from you. Okay, so Bold and Blessed, I started reading it and then I realized I was highlighting it and then I realized, oh my goodness, I might as well just highlight the whole book because I kept highlighting. It's so, everything you say or is said about you, I feel like is just so striking and it's so spot on. One of which is, and it got me thinking, Trinitee Stokes is like, just like seeing a shooting star. And then I started thinking, oh my God, what do people think when they meet me? And it's not that.
You don't know what people think. Maybe they think you're a fabulous, charismatic person who always makes them smile.
Oh, you're right. Maybe they do.
Right. Maybe they think you're a cosmic bomb.
Probably
also very rare, but beautiful in the sky.
Ooh, girl. I like that. I'm changing my Instagram bio right now. I think that's going to be it. Okay, so people often see you like this, right? And it is, I feel like, who you are. It is what you put out into the world.
Yes.
And I feel like it's not like, oh, when the cameras are on, I just see you turn on. Like, the second she walks in here, she gives our receptionist, Adriana, a hug. You literally make the rounds. Our new girl here, Sienna, you're going in for the hug. Like, you are you're someone who is exactly who we see right now.
Yes.
But I got to ask, too, is that 24/7?
Yes.
It really is.
24/7. I'm always like this. A lot of times maybe like if I'm doing schoolwork or if I'm tired or sick, maybe then I'll come down a little bit. But for the most part, I'm like this. I'm bubbly, I'm vivacious, and I'm loud. But I think it's really important for me to just kind of match what my fans see because I really want to be consistent to who I am and then what people see on Instagram and on TV. Right. So that way it won't be like they're seeing two different people.
No, it is true. And it is a rare thing because you really are consistent. Like, do you not have this issue? Then a lot of people, I feel like, go through these nervous breakdowns growing up on social media, right? Because it's like, okay, I put this out into the world. This is what gets the positive reinforcement. This gets the most likes. This is what people want to see. But in that process, they don't necessarily know who they are because they're continuously putting out this small of a version of themselves, right? Yeah. So does that not happen with you then?
Well, one time I was in a meeting and an executive was saying, I can see from your analytics that people like pictures of you and not just pictures of different objects and things like that. But a lot of times I just have to post what inspires me, what makes me happy. And also I just have to remember that my fans are my age. So what are we all doing?
Actually, not true.
This is also true.
Double the age and a huge fan.
But kids at heart.
Yes, for sure.
But kids at heart.
Yes.
So I just have to make sure that I'm being consistent to what I like, what I know my fans are liking, and what makes me happy.
So would you say in a sense then that you don't see the numbers, as in like the numbers aren't going to dictate what it is you're going to post? Or like, do you ever see yourself falling victim to that and then also being like, oh, wait, hold on. Like,
yeah, for sure. I do my very best not to allow likes or anything like that to dictate what I post because then I'm not being who my followers followed in the first place.
True.
I'm not being authentic to myself. But every once in a while, I'll look at the numbers and I'll be like, hey, something happened here. But I try my best not to.
Well, I guess too, if you navigate it that way, like you want to be you want to be true to you. But you are, like you said, half of this is for your fans, right? And if they like something more, you're not a bad person for putting more of that out either.
Right.
So it's a way you're like navigating it in a healthy way, I feel. I could take some notes from you for sure. I mean, everyone can, because at the end of the day, it's not like there's so much room on there, right? It's not like there's space for everything. If you want to post this and a second later you want to post that.
Right. Like I think that a lot of times people are taking Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter so seriously.
It's true.
I think that the initial purpose of these social apps was to be social, do what makes you happy, connect with your friends that are far away, post what makes you happy, post what you think is funny, comment on what you feel what's comment worthy, like what you find is like worthy, do whatever you want, and not necessarily what other people think you should do.
Yeah, because then it kind of becomes their channel. I guess when they're the whole point was to have control in it yourself, right? And if you're allowing others to control what you're posting, then it's like, okay,
not yours.
Exactly. Okay. Are you big on engagement then? Or do you have fans that you're always kind of talking back and forth with?
Yes, I love talking to my fans. They say some of the silliest things ever. They're amazing. I love them so much, and it's so cool to see like some of the same people like comment on my posts and on my live videos and everything like that. I think that's kind of the best part.
Yeah. Are people following you through, like, we can't ignore the fact, like, you're right, Disney's Casey's Undercover, that was where everyone knew you and probably still continues to call you and know you as Judy, right?
Yes.
So is that the number one thing that people kind of stop you for?
Yes, that's the number one thing that a lot of parents and kids stop me for. But what is the most fascinating to me is adults are really gravitating towards Tamika on Mixed-ish.
Okay, good.
It's really cool. And I'm like, wow, adults. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
so I like it. It's cool.
Now, Casey Undercover being on Disney, it didn't end all that long ago. But everyone always now, with all these reboots and reunions, everyone, wants to see that happen. Yeah. Is that something that kind of sticks in the back of your head as well?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I would love to do a reunion. I honestly think it would be really cool and really fun. So I'm totally open to a reunion.
You're down.
Yeah.
And you, again, are still really close with Disney because you've appeared on Coop and Cami as well in a few episodes, and maybe still more to come.
Yes.
What is it like revisiting the Disney set, the lot, but not being on your original show, Casey Undercover?
Honestly, it's kind of a little weird because sometimes when I go back to the same lot that we filmed Casey Undercover on, it's like so nostalgic because it's like, oh, I remember when I did this, I remember when I did that. But it's pretty cool because Mixed-ish is on ABC and Coop and Cami, Casey Undercover's on Disney, but they're all together.
You've got broadcast, you've got cable now, I guess streaming too, because it's probably on Plus, right? So you're all over.
Like, I'm seeing everybody at the same events. I'm still seeing my friends on Disney. So it's not like I ever really left.
That's true.
I just kind of moved a little bit over.
Yeah, no, that's fun. What's the biggest difference to you then? Because obviously you grew up, and you're still growing up, but on Disney, right? And you get close with that cast and crew, I'm sure, and everything. And then what would you say the biggest difference is than going over to broadcast and onto those lots and then being a part of ABC?
The biggest difference, I guess, maybe would be the people. Yeah. Because you meet new people every day, every week. So I try my best to meet and know as many people as I can on the lot because that's who really makes the show.
It's true.
The people that you work with. And sometimes I run into the same crew from Casey Undercover. So it's like, hey, I remember you.
So let's go back a little bit then, because I love your book, Bold and Blessed. So I want to do a little bit of looking back, and I want to know, looking back at 2019, what do you think your boldest moment was? And then what do you also find that your most blessed moment was?
I feel like my most blessed moment had to be going to Kenya as the global ambassador for Read Across Africa. All my life, all my 13 and a half years, I've always wanted to go to Africa. I've always wanted to go there, and I've always felt drawn to go there. So being able to go there with such a huge purpose on something that I've always been passionate about, which is literacy, I feel like that had to have been my most blessed moment this year.
I can't imagine. Yeah.
It was awesome.
And you happen to be so articulate yourself. Do you read a lot, or do you?
Yes. I love reading. I don't really like reading serious books because I have to read a lot of literature for school. Yeah. So when I do get a chance to read books, I'm like, it has to be funny. But I love mystery books, murder mystery books, and they're really awesome and they're funny.
I want to see you in a murder mystery type film or something, because I could see you, like, we do see like a sassy side of you. We see, you know, kind of like the spunky and all that, but like, I feel like you could go crazy too in like that murder mystery sort of thing.
Yeah, like 007 could definitely come back. He could do like 007 Junior.
I'm into it.
Just saying, guys.
I can see that.
Something to think about.
Okay, so that's your most blessed.
Yes.
What about boldest?
Okay, my boldest moment, it's a little bit of a funny one. My boldest moment was feeding a white rhino.
Huh?
I fed
a rhino.
White rhino.
Was this also while you were in Africa? Okay, I was going to say, I feel like we can't just do that in LA. I don't really know if that's like a thing.
It was extremely bold and scary because it had a very long tongue. It was extremely scary, a little bit gross, and that was so bold of me because my mom was like, you have to do it, you're here, and I'm like, do I? But I did it. It was gross. I used so much sanitizer, but hey.
But you did it.
I did it.
What then? Because I feel like you're not a fearful person.
Not
but maybe,
really.
What is then your biggest fear? Do you have one? I mean, obviously a rhino, I'm guessing.
My biggest fear has to be saying the wrong thing. Because I talk so much, sometimes I forget to think before I speak. Don't do that, people.
Been there.
Then I hate spiders, and I absolutely hate clowns. Like, I have a fervor for I can't stand clowns. In water. Hold on. Water when I'm not supposed to be wet. Like, if someone was to throw water on me right now.
I see.
You're
done.
I'd be livid.
You're going to lose it.
But if I was in a pool,
you're good.
hanging out, I'd be cool.
You're good with it.
But, like, fully dressed, oh no.
I wish this was the Ellen show, and then all of a sudden the whole thing of water drops on your head. Surprise, surprise.
No, that would just not,
Not gonna happen here.
That would not be okay.
It's not in my budget. You're good, girl. All that I could maybe throw on you would be this little teeny bit of water.
No.
Okay, now let's look into this year, 2020. What is something that you would like to do that you think would be bold, that you like to see yourself do?
Something that I think would be bold is definitely being the star of a major motion picture this year.
Ooh.
Yes.
Is that like foreshadowing something, or is
this is
okay.
We're speaking this
into existence.
We're speaking this into existence for sure.
Ooh, I want to see you on that big screen. Okay, girl, I want to know, we're talking bold, obviously your book once again, and people can read so much more about it here. Did you feel in doing this book in itself is a bold move? Because there's something vulnerable about, yes, you're comfortable talking and you are comfortable being in front of that camera, and we know that very well. But about putting something on paper, did you find that to be any more of a vulnerable experience for you?
I found it extremely bold because that's it.
There you go.
Like, there's the first chapter of my life. It's going to be there forever. Everyone can have a copy of my entire life so far.
There.
So to me, it was extremely bold, but at the time, I still feel like it's just something that had to be done because it covers so many things that a lot of my peers and I struggled with, like having high self-esteem and knowing your self-worth, which is something that everybody can relate to.
Of course.
So I felt like it was kind of my duty not to keep it to myself.
No, and I feel like, too, a lot of people, like even me sitting here, it's like, I want what you have. Whatever that ray of sunshine is, like, just give it to me sort of thing. Like, if I could buy it, I would. And I guess I kind of can in the copy of this book, but that's my point. You really did do everyone a favor. But like we said before, like, we're all human. No one gets out of a bad day.
No.
It happens.
Oh, yes.
Whether it is caused by the smallest of things or the biggest of things. So I got to know, when you do feel that cloud coming over, what do you do?
I definitely take a breath. As cliche as it sounds, I have to breathe because I go 0 to 100 so quickly.
Same.
So I have to breathe. I will pray that I don't lose my head. And then if I have time, I will probably take like a 10-minute nap to sleep it off.
Okay.
Have a nice healthy dream.
Yeah.
And then I'll wake up and I'll just be like, okay.
And it's better.
It might not be, but I'll act like it is.
You have more energy to deal with it at that point.
Listen, I do. I have more energy. I feel like when people have a bad day, especially me, I feel like you just need to give yourself some room. Like, it happens. People understand. People go through these days too. But you also have to take a minute to step back from the situation and look at it from other people's perspectives. Because that other person could be having a bad day too.
That's true.
So,
and it will pass.
It will.
But it is a time thing.
You'll get over it.
Yeah.
You'll be okay.
Well, and I do feel, kind of going off of that as well, is that sometimes when you feed into whatever it is, you get mad about it. It's like that domino effect.
It's a spiral.
It just, then that's when when you get in trouble.
We're a hot mess.
That is when you get in trouble, right?
Right there.
That is what it is. So breathe. Take a second for yourself. Take a bath. Take a nap. Whatever it is.
Do whatever you can to like step back from the situation, so you can just let it go, decompress.
Girl, I love everything about you. You're not allowed to not come back this year. I'm saying that right now.
For sure.
I don't even care if you get in trouble. I'll come to you. All right? It'll happen.
Got that?
Have to end on that. But where can everyone follow you and keep up with all your positivity, all your goofiness, and all, again, the good work that you do?
Yes. So all of my social media, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, actually it's not. We changed it.
You did?
It's Trinitee Stokes. Now it's Trinitee Stokes. TriniteeStokes.
Okay, and everyone can catch you on ABC?
Yes, you guys can catch me on ABC, on Mixed Dish on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. on LA. And I don't know, I think maybe 7 Eastern time, but
usually
please
3 hours different. Usually,
please fact check us.
Guys, we're doing a podcast. We don't know what's going on.
We don't know. We're in a hole.
If you guys have not subscribed to this podcast yet, what you doing? Please hit that subscribe button. Leave us a comment. Doesn't even have to be about me. It can totally be about Trinitee. I'm not picky. Just love that engagement.
Or it could be about us.
Or us together. Exactly.
Come on.
Please give us a 5-star rating if you feel so inclined. I'll take a 4 too. I'm not too picky. And that, I think, wraps it up. Thank you so much for joining Girl Talk. And we will see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.